Good morning. Good morning, little babies. It's poodle party. Yes, it's a poodle party. Good morning. Hi, everybody. It's Wednesday, and we wake up, clean up the puppy pit, put up fresh toys so they have different ones each day, and fresh water. They've already been fed and let out to run through the house. Now I'm hoping they'll take a nap. My name is Kendra and this is my channel, Kendra Full of Joy. I'm gonna do some housework today and maybe show you some befores and afters. We shall see. If you like this kind of thing, well, not puppies, significantly puppies, but other things too, I hope you'll subscribe, give me a thumbs up, maybe comment down then. See you in a few minutes. Hi, I think this is a nationwide thing, but the mail carrier dropped this in our mailbox, the beginning of the week, I think. Maybe it was even on the weekend. And so what you're supposed to do is, if you want and you have the means, is to put some food donations into these bags, and then we leave them on our mailbox this coming Saturday. And this has got the wrong date on it, and so I got hold of the mail people and asked. They're just reusing, from last year and the year before, so they don't have to make or waste the bags that were left over. Letter carriers food drive. So I'm going to see what I have. I'm going to unload some more of that mushroom soup. If you saw that video, vlog, whatever, you know what I'm talking about. Okay, I went through the pantry. I went through the stockpiles that I have, things that are going to expire first, and I took a lot of 22s out of here, and things that I knew that people could use, I thought. So I took a soy milk that expires next month. Expires, but Best By date. And there's no date on this, but I think it's oh, there it is, 3/23. I was going to say I think it's infinite. I got a chili, and then 2 of the boxed mixes. My worry is that they won't have the ingredients for mixing things, but maybe they will. I don't know. And then there's 2 cans of tuna, and they've got good dates on them, of course, 10/25. Tuna lasts a long time. Now, these are open, but I taped them shut with some good packing tape, which I put away. I had bought these because I thought they'd be wildly popular with the grandkids and with the people who drop deliveries. Well, there's 3/4 of a box left in each, and I wanted to tape them shut and not put them in singularly because I wanted the dates on them. The Best By dates. I don't think our food bank is allowed or willing to put anything past the Best By date in the, because people don't want to find out when they're excited that they got stuff that half of it's out of dates, and either they won't eat it or they can't because it smells funny, looks funny, Anyway, that's the end of that. So I take these shut. Nobody has drank the ones I put out on the porch in the box for the delivery people or the grandkids, so here they are. And then I put in a superfine sugar just because I've got so much sugar here I could spare it. And some classic white chips because they expire 8/22, and I'm not baking anything like that between now and then. I think I got it for Christmas and never did use it. Some Jell-O. Did I not put a date? Oh, there we go. 11/22. Not Jell-O, but Jell-O pudding. Pistachio. There's a cake mix and a frosting that expire this summer. I got unloaded 2 cans of cream of mushroom. A lot of people use this in a lot of recipes, and I think that's wonderful. I don't. I use cream of celery, cream of whatever, chicken, all of the creams, but cream of mushroom is just, and I like mushrooms, but I don't like cream of mushroom soup as a base. Okay, so then I put in some good pumpkin, and I put in some crushed pineapple and some light red kidney beans and some mixed vegetable medley, a package of Lorna Doones, because these have been in the pantry, the snack bin actually, for a long time, and nobody wants it. They just don't care for it. And these are delicious, and I'd eat them. you know, if I open this, I could finish them in a day. They're super high calorie. I don't need that. And then I put in a chicken stuffing mix. I think that's it. Now, the little bag that they gave me is super thin. Like you could see through it almost. So I'm using these recycled. You know how tough these, well, maybe you don't. In our area of the country, they use these really tough, different kind of Walmart bags. So I got 2 of those. I'm going to get these ready to go. I'll probably put them by the garage door, inside the garage. So that, no, because there's boxes. I'll put them in the pantry for now. I don't want moisture or anything getting to it. So that's that. I enjoy doing stuff like this. It makes me feel better, you know, when I give somebody something. Anyway, do you guys have this in your area? I think it is nationwide, where you just put it out for the mail. Our day is Saturday. We put it on the mailbox and they take it, and the people from the food banks come and grab it and take it back. And I hear it's one of their biggest donation days. You know, they used to set up at Christmas, but in front of the grocery stores, you know, set up, but they don't do that anymore because of COVID. Maybe they will this year. Okay, that's that part. Okay, here's tonight's dinner. I'm getting a real late start. It's 1 o'clock and I'm just starting now to soak this. I guess it's no big deal, but this is the teriyaki sauce that I like to use. I don't know, maybe it's not teriyaki sauce, but that's what I call it. Marinade and cooking sauce, sweet and savory, grilling, baking, saute. So, anyway, it's sweet, not too sweet. Got a little bit of a bite, not too much. And then I had all of this. You know, stuff that's like ligaments, not ligaments. I can never think of what those are called. The line that's real, like a rubber band in some chicken breasts, you know, portions. Anyway, and some fat. I'm going to put all this in a freezer bag rather than just throw it away because it's an awful lot, and add it to my bones in the freezer that I use for making broth. Meanwhile, I'll put a lid on this, stick it in the fridge to marinate until dinner is getting made. And then I've got this going. It's not quite anywhere near done yet. I'm still pulling things out of boxes and deciding what's going to go up here. And these are, you know, just the ones that I decided I for sure want. Well, I don't know about this. This ends up in a drawer every season because I think it's kind of weird looking. I don't even know where I got it. It may have been a gift. I'm so sorry. But anyway, and then I took some stuff and put it different on the front porch too. I'll show you. So I took down the Easter bunny and I put up the little truck with the welcome, and I moved, it's turned the wrong way, but it's a little birdhouse. And let's see what else. Oh, I put pillows. These are from last year. I got them on Amazon last year. I think there were 4. Something happened to one of them. Oh, when I got these out of a box, there was a big yellow jack sound asleep. He was in the middle of his resting time, I think. Hibernation, whatever. I kicked him off the porch. So, that's that, I guess. that flag on that cooler. Hello! The flag on the cooler kind of stays. I should probably change this at some point. It looks kind of springy to me now that the other stuff's up here, and I have other flowers that I could just do something with. I mean, fake flowers. Okay, so I've got something on this wall here, but on this wall there's nothing, and I want to put a farmhouse-looking oval mirror with beads around the edge, kind of in the same color, this kind of, I don't know, off-whitish color, you know, on this. So I looked on Amazon and I found one. It was kind of expensive. It's like $89, and they wouldn't even get it here until late May. And then, you know, free shipping. Well, there was like a lot of tax taken off, and I don't remember that happening before. It came out to be just under 100, and it wasn't that big, and it wasn't that great. It was coming from China. So, I mean, they mostly all do now, but still, you know, I mean, it wasn't handmade or anything. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to Fred Meyer. They have a really good selection of mirrors there, and see what I can find for this Nikki spot. And it'll bring some light to the area too, from the doors behind me. Well, those doors bring in light. So that's all she wrote for now, I guess. I'm kind of at a standstill here. I don't know what else to do. I need more things. I am back. I'm just getting little things done all around. There's Miss Joy. She does not like to be filmed. So I don't remember who it was that said that putting foods out in the garage, like the salt when it got wet, would be a good idea to put in glass jars. And so here we are. I've got actually 3 of the canisters of Morton iodized salt in one jar. So that's nice. And I'll just keep the other 2 that I have on hand, or 3, in the pantry in the house. So this I got in the garage. It's just a simple screw up lid, and I got the jars, all of these jars, at Walmart delivery. And then got one that's got quinoa in it, and I've got one that's just pintos, and this has got the kind of cool lid, you know, that pops up. I just have a simple label maker, a P-Touch. I don't know if this is from the 90s or earlier, but this is what I use. If I had a Cricut, I probably wouldn't be able to figure out how to use it, but, you know. So you just peel off the tape. It pops out the back here, and you push this thing down, and it gives you the piece of tape. You peel this off the back, and you stick the sticker on. Now that I'm done doing this, I'll put those away in the garage with the rest of the stuff. And I'm going to make onion dip for Ruffles. They're not really Ruffles. They're the Great Value brand, ruffled tater chips. So I'll use a whole container of Daisy sour cream and just one of these. It didn't occur to me that, you know what I might do is put one of these in the freezer, because they're supposedly only good until, yeah, so they're bad. They're evil. They're not bad, but they're past date. I'm going to put this in the freezer, and then I'll use it when I make meatballs and mashed potatoes on my menu, I hope next week. So that'll just keep it fresh, than it would be if it stayed on the counter. It's not hot in the house. It's dry. You know, I'm sure it's absolutely 100% fine. Putting it in the freezer will just keep it out of my way off the counter. So anyway, I'm going to get to that and just stir this into this and call her good. And they dip the chips. Okay, so it doesn't look like much, but that's a whole lot of flavor. And I'll need 2 hands and 4 eyes and everything else in order to stir this up without dumping it everywhere like I just almost did. So that's the basic idea. And the longer this sets covered in the refrigerator, I mean within reason. If it sets 24 hours, it's even better, but they'll eat it tonight. So now it's done. It just changes it to a slightly darker color. You know, it's more off-white than white because of all of the seasonings. And this is onion dip. Now, if I wanted to have clam dip, then I would just do the onion dip like I just did, and then add a can of drained clams, or however many clams you want, or fresh clams. I like, for this, minced Snow brand clams, I think they're called. Whatever I have in my pantry is what I buy. So I'm going to put the lid on this, and then I'm going to mark with a marker that it is, in fact, not sour cream, but cream cheese. Don't I look like I get bit? I scratched myself in the middle of the night, accidentally. Anyway, I don't want anybody to try to get this out and use it as sour cream, so I'm going to write on it with a big marker. There we go. Now they'll see onion dip, and I'll put that in the fridge to settle. I'll leave the chips out to remind me to tell them that it's in the refrigerator. I forgot to show one thing. This is that banner that I got at Hobby Lobby a couple days ago. And I just put it up here. It's in the dining room, you know, with the rest of the stuff. There's the top of the refrigerator. So anyway, there's that. I'm making the jasmine rice for tonight's dinner with the chicken teriyaki and the carrots and whatever else. And anyway, I'm using jasmine rice, 4 cups, washed, drained, get all that white powder off of it until it runs clear. And whatever amount of rice that I use, in this case 4 cups, I'll use 4 cups of just water. And then you can, if you want, put salt in it. And I just put some salt. I don't know. If you want salt more, then you can put it on at your plate. I take my, what is this called? My inner liner. I take it out of the actual cooker when I'm filling it. because if anybody is going to have an accident, I'm so accident prone, I know that if I get comfortable doing it the other way, having the liner inside the cooker while I'm loading it, I will at some point dump food and liquid into that pot and ruin it, and I just don't want to chance it. So anyway, I'm going to fill this up, get it ready, and then stick it in the actual cooker, the Instant Pot, and plug it in. Okay, now it's in, and I've got to put the lid on it, which is always, sometimes I get lucky and it works the first time. Yay! Okay, it's on. Then, of course, you take this and you push it away from you so that it seals. And in my case, I'm going to push rice, and it's going to go 12. And then I'm going to, see this keep warm? I'm going to turn that off. My nails already look dreadful. I broke one because I saw the dog heading for the road, and I tried to get to the door too fast, so I had to cut a bunch of them. Anyway, they were just getting long. Who cares, right? Okay, auto. So now this will pop off when it's done. And you can give it a few more minutes, you know, to release pressure naturally. But I don't usually do more than about 5 or 6, and then I go ahead and release manually. And there we have it. I think we're done. I got to get cooking on that chicken teriyaki now. Here's dinner. So I got a sob story about this here dinner. My cabbage and carrots had gone to the dark side over there in the fridge drawer, and I didn't know. They looked fresh last time I cleaned it out, but I thought, well, I'll use them. They don't look that fresh anymore, but I'll use them. And then when I dumped them in the pan, it was just an empty pan. I took the meat out, and then I put in the carrots and cabbage. I could see that some of it was, you know, not just bad, but I saw some dark, look like mold or something. So I had to get rid of all my good drippings. I was sad. And so I'm starting kind of over with the drippings, but I replaced it with some onions and some peppers and put chicken back on top and some sesame seeds. The rice is done. Let's see. Walk with me. Talk with me. Here we go. The rice is done. And what time is it? 3:15-ish. So anyway, I'm going to cut it here. Thank you for stopping by and for seeing what I did in my most exciting day. And I hope that you'll like, subscribe, comment if you feel drawn to do so. And if not, I still love you. Take care. Bye. Yummy, yummy.